I'm going to start off by introducing to you Michelle Kuei, who is an award-winning international speaker, certified visibility marketing coach, and critically acclaimed author. She's the founder of Elevate Life Coaching, dedicated to empowering courageous female coaches and entrepreneurs to be seen, heard, and paying clients by transferring their passion for coaching into profitable businesses. Michelle authored the book Perfectly Normal, an immigrant story of making it in America. Since joining Toastmasters in 2019, and I remember her first meeting and was wowed completely, and she was just in the audience at that time. Since joining, she's achieved remarkable milestones, including a second place finish in the D100 speech contest, serving as the co-chair of District 100 Speakers Bureau, and earning the prestigious Triple Crown Award. Michelle's speaking engagements are more than just inspirations and storytelling. They offer actionable steps that motivate their audience to pursue their dreams with clarity and purpose, leaving a lasting impact on their personal and professional lives and those of their audience. I am delighted to announce for you all Michelle Kuei.
Thank you, Dr. Alexander. It's a pleasure to be here. And good evening, everyone. Even though I can't see the people in the audience per se, I would love for the cameraman to shift the camera just a little bit so I can see the audience when they raise their hand, please. If you can hear me, please just shift your camera a little over so I can see the audience. Ever wake up in the morning, looking into the mirror and thinking, it's one of those days. Today is Wednesday. It's probably the hardest day ever of the week. And maybe you woke up in the morning and you're looking into the mirror, you're saying, gee, today I'm having one of those bad days. Of course, that would not be Michael Alexander, because we all know Michael Alexander wouldn't be judging himself with a bad hair day. But perhaps you wake up in the morning and you walk into your office and you realize something just didn't go well. Just by a show of hand, how many of you have those moments in your life where today is not a good day, right? Today might be the worst day ever if things keep falling apart. Now, I'm here to tell you how to turn your worst day into the best day. And there are 3 key lessons that I have learned on how I turned the worst day in my life into the best day of my journey. And there are 3 things. Here are the 3 things. Okay, so remember, commit this to your memory because this is really important. It's going to set you apart for the rest of your life to making sure that you are on the journey to success. And what are those 3 key things? Number 1, choice. Number 2, commitment. Number 3, courage. Now, before I tell you why these 3 lessons are important in life, I want to share with you my worst day ever. I was born in Taiwan, and when I was 11 years old, I was crossing the street one day, waiting for my mom to pick me up from the school. I saw her on the motorbike coming towards me, but as I saw her, I started to rush over crossing the street to meet her. But little did I know that there was a taxi that ran the red light, came over me, pushed me 100 feet away, and I was out of conscious. By the time I woke up, I realized I was in the hospital. That marked the worst day of my life. I am fortunate to be here with you today because I survived that accident. I am not paralyzed. However, I am 4 feet 4 inches tall. I am the same height as I'm standing, as I'm sitting, but you can tell that because I'm virtual. I walk with 2 crutches that looks like this. And if you were to meet me in person, you're probably looking down to me rather than looking up to me. That has been the worst day of my life. Growing up, I had a lot of judgment against myself, body shaming, feeling small in the world, feeling invisible, you name it. I look into the mirror. I wish I was never born. Now, who can compare that to the worst day of having a bad hair day? But September 16, 2016, that turns out to be the best day of my life. In 2016, I was given the choice. It was first day hiking on Inca Trail to Machu Picchu with my 2 pink crutches. I made a choice because I said to myself, I'm going to be here and I want to be able to say, I came, I saw, and I want to conquer. First day, I have 15 pounds of backpack on my back with water, raincoat, protein bars, and of course, some personal essential, including toilet paper. But what I didn't realize was the journey wasn't as easy as I thought. How you turn a worst day into the best day, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbow. What I had in front of me were unpaved roads with pebbles where it made it really hard for my crutches to land. Every step, it turns out to be a push-up, which means that I had to use a lot of upper body strength in order to push hard, to walk fast, and pay attention to everything, every step that I take. It took me 4 days to finally go from the beginning of the trail to see Machu Picchu site. I remember after the 4 hours of hike on that first day, I finally made it to the lunch stop. We all sat down for lunch and I was the last one to arrive. Everyone had already finished eating. They were enjoying their break. I barely caught up with my breath. With a sip of water, I had to be on the road again. By the time sun set, I made it to the first day camp. After dinner, my tour leader sat me down inside a tent with a very dim light, and he said to me, Michelle, you were the slowest one on this journey. Here are your 2 choices. You can either go back or you can choose to keep moving forward. But please know that this is the point of no return. If you want, you can go back and I'm going to send someone to take you back. Now that would be easy, right? But life is not easy. And Michelle does not do easy. I sat in the room, almost crying, feeling deflated, feeling defeated that I may not make it to the end. But remember what I said earlier? Choice, commitment, courage. It takes you the tenacity, the courage to make that choice of what you want to do differently, starting today. The fact that we're all sitting here, you're listening my speech, we made a choice to be here. Commitment. I didn't just wake up and say, tomorrow I'm going to hike Machu Picchu. Once I made that choice, I spent 2 hours every single day committed to go into the gym, to train myself so that I can be on that trail. And that is commitment. You're willing to do the hard work, even though the hard work is not easy. That final moment came. I remember I was staring at the final 50 steps to Machu Picchu. And I said, OMG, how am I going to conquer this? We're looking at a 60-degree, a little more than 60-degree slope angle, and the step is about as wide as you can land with 1 feet. How can I possibly land my crutches and my 2 feet and still survive that slope? I stood there and I remember choice, commitment, and courage. Took off my backpack, hand it over to the 2 leaders stand next to me. I say, you go up there and wait for me up there. And I got down to my knees and hand, crawl up to the last 50 steps. It is not an easy task. And I'm going to play a quick video for you, and please let me know if you can hear the sound. That is very awkward. Oh, here it is. These are the last 50 steps to Machu Picchu. And this is the depth of how tall those ladders are. We're all given choices on an everyday basis. The choice have consequences. It either keeps us in a status quo, or it shows us the window of opportunities. It opens up the horizon for you. It opens up the possibility of you experiencing something different than the worst day of your life. But you have to make that choice, and no one else can make that choice for you. And you have to know that there's going to be fear that comes up, there's going to be obstacles, and it's a choice that you're making, a commitment that you're going to give yourself, allowing yourself to conquer it, no matter what. So my question to you is, when is the last time you actually had one of those best days in your life? Perhaps it's not the day that you have wished for, but it turns out that the choice that you made in that moment of time turns out to be the best day of your life. Maybe it was the day that your first grandchild was born. Maybe it was the day that you got your first job offer. Whatever it is, making a choice today is going to take you to a possibility to a new height. So I hope that by taking these 3 lessons, that you too can become unstoppable, making the worst day becoming your best day. Thank you.